January 2024 started on a positive note with retrograde Jupiter going direct in Aries on New Year's Eve. Optimism was in the air as the matrix celebrated another beginning of the Roman calendar 365-day cycle. Mercury followed suit 2 days later, moving from retrograde to direct in Scorpio on the second day of the month, unscrambling confused correspondence and cross connections. Then on the 8th of January, he joined the Sun just a couple of days ago and Mars in Sagittarius, where he continues to expose matters related to communication, negotiation, travel, trade, technology, and finance as he zips through the volatile Gandanta degrees at the Scorpio-Sagittarius border. Now, with the North Node, Rahu, still hanging out in the Mercury-ruled nakshatra Revati, over in the Pisces zodiac, cyber attacks, spying, and clandestine infowars persist. Further fueled by illusory invoking Varun, that is Neptune, be aware because deception is still in the air. So as predicted in the last Kalashala star messages drop, a trend of weird secrets, surreptitiousness, and previously hidden agendas has surfaced in just a few weeks. With the recent planetary transits, the world continues to witness revelations about the involvement of prominent personalities and people in positions of power at Little St. James in the Virgin Islands, aka the client list, intimating allegations of human trafficking. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that on here, but with at least 5 prominent world governments now believed to be long involved in this seedy operation. It's quite surreal. So there's also a spotlight on the U.S. border crisis becoming a growing public health catastrophe with the resurgence of rare and forgotten diseases in major cities across America. While the Florida Surgeon General calls for a complete halt of the COVID-19 vaccine after the revelatory 2-day testimony of Dr. Anthony to the U.S. House Senate Subcommittee on the pandemic, what just happened the past few years, and the exposure of DNA contaminations. It's quite perplexing. What else? Chaos breaks out in New York with the discovery of a labyrinth of strange underground tunnels under the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Brooklyn, and that was odd, strange to see. Many demand the resignation of U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, secretly hospitalized in the ICU since the beginning of January, while conflict rages in the Middle East. Who knew? I mean, who's at the wheel in the U.S.? Quite peculiar. The House of Representatives introduced a bill to drop all charges against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, citing violation of his First Amendment rights, and crickets from the mainstream media after the release of a massive 2020 election fraud report. Whatever at this point, right? Former U.S. Air Force intelligence officer David Grush claims CIA officials and high-profile Wall Street moguls attended his top-secret meeting aboard a 40-foot UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, whatever that means. Also, an Alaskan Airlines emergency door exit blows off mid-flight, prompting concerns about the safety of commercial aircraft in 2024. Apparently, a toddler almost flew out the window as his shirt was ripped off by the cabin decompression. Yikes. Simply put, it is Bizarro World 2.0, and as the previously unseen emerges, we must remember the concealed needs to come to light. It's like airing out the dirty laundry. If we want it clean, first we must take it out of the hamper to wash it. And it looks like we have a lot of dirty laundry to wash. But the great news is that Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all in direct motion now after months of incapacitating retrogrades. Collectively, we will feel their planetary support and action in the areas respective to the Kalpurusha Kundali, that is the original zodiac, as well as how their current transit locations individually affect us according to our birth charts. Now, the first lunar month of 2024 begins tomorrow on the 11th of January. I'm in Hawaii, so we're a little bit behind. For some of you, it's already tomorrow. But with the Amavasya, the new moon, occurring at 26 degrees and 32 minutes of Purva Ashadha Nakshatra at the start, happening in Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, a lot can be done with the energies of this new moon. So at the start of every lunar cycle, every lunar month, we can work with the energies of the nakshatra. That's the astrum where the moon cycle commences. And this month, the Amavasya takes place in the older of the two nakshatras that flank across the last half of Sagittarius and the initial degrees of Capricorn. That's Purva Ashadha and Uttara Ashadha. Now, the first of these twin nakshatras, Purva Ashadha, is an Ugra or fierce nakshatra, whose name means the invincible or the undefeated one, and its Shakti or its power is to invigorate. Okay, so it invigorates. Its symbology of an elephant trunk alludes to its piercing warrior-like energy. Located in the domain of Jupiter and overseen by the planet Venus, this nakshatra blends the qualities of both planets and carries the themes of dharma, righteousness, and truthfulness. And also represented by a winnowing fan that separates impurities like dirt or inedible husks from unprocessed grain. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those. It's like a traditional woven basket. It is about purification. So just as the winnowing basket cleans and separates the unneeded from the essential so the grains can become delicious foods, this nakshatra is about transformation and regeneration, purifying ourselves to become something new. Now, the new moon taking place in Purva Ashadha prompts us to set precise intentions and supports us in being victorious with those intentions. So it is an opportune time to transform ourselves, whether internally, externally, mentally, physically, materially, or spiritually. This is an excellent window for manifestation. With the deity of this nakshatra being Apa or Apas, who's the divine feminine celestial guardian of the cosmic ocean, the new moon in Purva Ashadha helps us recognize our connection to something that is much bigger than us. Okay, we are not just individual drops. Together, we are an unlimited ocean. Okay, so it is time to fix our sight on a target and take action to expand ourselves. Okay, very good. So as every nakshatra carries a polarity of frequencies, Purva Ashadha is a double-edged sword. It can represent the declaration of war, which, considering the current socio-political climate, potentially could occur on the world stage. Somewhere in the world, someone could be declaring war on someone else. However, in its higher frequency, it battles for righteousness, for rightness, against all that is adharmic and evil in this world. It signals a war cry in the pursuit of truth for the underserved, the marginalized, the downtrodden, and the forgotten. Okay, Purva Ashadha Nakshatra assures us ultimate victory when we consider the greater good and the collective. A work that really pertains to this Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, an important work, is the Ramayana. So read the Ramayana, listen to the Ramayana, or watch the Ramayana to understand a deeper meaning of Purva Ashadha. This monthly lunar cycle happening in this nakshatra will expand the awakening in the masses. We can expect to see more people around us waking to everything from undercover interferences to higher truths, realizing their spiritual power, and reclaiming their soul sovereignty, because Purva Ashadha fully pertains to rightness and the truth. So the 11th of January is a great day to withdraw from societal engagements, if we can, to commune with nature and spend time near a water body. We can sit by the ocean, beside a waterfall, a river, or a stream, or even just watch the rainfall while we visualize or write down what we want to actualize. It is a day to clearly define our goals and strategize. Purva Ashadha is about strategizing. So we can strategize for the upcoming month. And in doing so, we will feel renewed and energized. We will be invigorated, reinvigorated. And if we aim at our target with determination and take action, very important to take action. We must always take action. Life is not just happening, we are creating life. We take action, then invincibility is on our side and attainment of our objectives is certain. Okay, so I'm wishing you the most expanded expression of your human birth. May you create what you envision. And please like and subscribe. It really helps me if you subscribe, if you press the notifications. Yes, press the notifications button. Like. And if you're interested in joining my live vision board course, Goddess Vision, happening right before the upcoming Vedic New Year in the spring, you have some time before it happens. Drop me a line at shivashaktihawaii@gmail.com. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be so fun. I would love for a group of us to get together and do this. And I will leave my information on my website and all the good things down below. Namaskaram and aloha.